Hello everybody, my name is Fowl Gaming, otherwise known as Charlie, and welcome to episode 11 of Coop Corner Chat. As always, I'd like to start by saying a massive thank you for continuing to support my videos, and if you're enjoying these Coop Corner Chat series, then please let me know in the comments. If you want to suggest a topic for me to talk about, whether it's gaming related or any questions you've got for me, please let me know. If you get one of your comments read out in one of the Coop Corner Chat videos, you get 1,000 foul legs. Anyway, into today's little chat topic. Again, we are in the little Coop corner that I've now kind of christened. Again, as my wife is currently streaming, so I can't use my normal setup. But today we're going to be talking about a few experiences that I found from Twitch streaming. I'm coming on to almost 3 years of being a Twitch streamer now, and there's certain feelings that I've come across, and I've found certain ways to handle them. And I thought that I'd make a quick video, a little bit of a chat, to describe when you are feeling certain ways with streaming, how you can combat that to make it so that you can get past it and not risk potentially just giving up streaming altogether. So this video is aimed at streamers or those that plan to be streamers, or kind of goes for content creators as well, and how you can make sure that you are looking after yourself and also doing the best as possible to carry on streaming, carry on content creating without any harm. So the first thing that you find people, a position that people find themselves in, is finding themselves feeling bad for their viewers or for their community when you can't always stream. Now, for most streamers, when they start off, we always have other things going on in our lives, whether that's working a full-time job, whether that's childcare, or, even if it's just generally having other hobbies or other things that you enjoy doing. We can't always commit our full, undivided attention to our streaming. And therefore, there are some days where you plan to stream, but for whatever reason, you then realize that you can't, whether you're too tired, whether your mental health's not doing well, or just something else crops up. And something that I came across quite often is that I would feel extremely bad that I would have to cancel on my community. Maybe I've said it in advance, hey, I'm streaming on this day, or maybe, previously I had a schedule and I'd say, right, you'll be streaming on this day. And if I had to cancel, I'd feel really bad, and that would actually make me feel worse, and sometimes that would snowball into some really bad mental health. So one of my first bits of advice for people is consider not having a schedule. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a positive of having a schedule. Sometimes that can give you a positive mindset of looking forward to something. Obviously, having a schedule can help with the community because people know when to watch you. But I personally am an advocate for, whilst you are not a full-time streamer content creator, don't necessarily have a set schedule. Maybe have a rough one, but not something that you're committed to. Because the way I look at it is, if you always say, hey, I stream on Tuesday evenings, one of two things is going to happen. Either sometimes you're going to be, you're going to come home from work really tired, and you are going to cancel the stream, and then you're going to feel really bad. Hopefully you don't, but you will likely feel bad because you feel like you've let down your community. On the flip side, if you decide, well, actually, I don't want to let down my community, so instead I'm going to just power through and stream, you'll then have a bad stream because you're not yourself, you're tired, you'll play games badly, you'll get tilted, and it won't go well. So personally, in my opinion, try maybe not having a schedule if you are getting that way. There's no reason why you can't still say to your viewers or content, people that, your community, and say, I will try and stream at the weekend. I'm aiming to stream for Wednesday. But, don't promote it like crazy to then you feel bad when you cancel it. So the next thing I have come across is the feeling of demotivation. Now, this tends to happen, especially with streamers, when your view count drops. Either maybe because you're a new streamer and your view count just isn't going up, or it could be that you're you regularly stream and maybe you regularly sit at 10 to 15 viewers, but maybe today you're sitting there, you've been streaming for 2 hours and you've barely gone over 5. Or maybe you get 40 viewers normally and now you're down at 15 or something like that. And don't get me wrong, most people watching this will go, well, viewers aren't everything, and every Twitch streamer will agree to a degree that it's not about the viewers. However, I would be surprised if there's a single Twitch streamer out there that can genuinely say hand on heart that if you see that viewers drop, you don't get slightly disheartened. It doesn't make you slightly disappointed that not as many people want to join you today. So what I'd recommend is, for most streaming programs like Streamlabs, which I appreciate is the one most people use, there are ways to turn off your view count. Now, I appreciate that this can sometimes also be this can be demotivated in itself, but I find that by turning off your view count occasionally, you stop. It's like clock watching. You stop watching your viewers constantly. Hey, is it going up? Is it going down? And you then get less demotivated if it doesn't actually go up to where you expect it. On top of that as well, you can end up finding that when you've got very little people in your stream, you could end up becoming less entertaining. You'll stop talking because you don't feel like anyone's listening. Whereas at least with the viewer count hidden, you just imagine that you've got a massive audience and just keep talking as if the audience was there. And often that means that when someone does come to your stream, rather than seeing someone just sat there in silence and thinking, this person's boring and leaving, they'll still want to engage with you because they feel like, you're talking to them. And coming on to stream engagement then, a lot of people find that a bad stream, people find a demotivational stream is when you don't have anyone talking in your stream. And that can be a really, really demoralizing thing. I mean, I know that I've gone through it, I know that Ria's gone through it, and I know that a few other friends that streamers have done as well. There's nothing worse than feeling like you're sitting there talking to yourself. And unfortunately, it's one of those things that sometimes you just can't change. But one recommendation I would make for those that are in that position is try and find more ways to get people to be engaged with your stream. So whether that is having a points or a channel point system that people can redeem quite cheaply to interact with you, whether that's games or things that you can kind of add in. For example, for those that watch my channel, you know that I play a game whereby when we're loading into a Dead by Daylight lobby, we do it where you guess the killer, and if you get the killer correct, you get 250 fowl eggs. It's something really simple, but it keeps people engaged. It keeps people wanting to watch the stream. And thinking of little things like that can really help make your community more enjoyable to be in your stream. And, obviously, you don't do that to get more views. You do it to make people happy and make people enjoy watching you. But the good thing that normally comes from that is people will generally tend to talk more. And that can obviously then give you a better uplifted mood. So next, I want to talk about getting yourself some decent mods. If you are new to Twitch or if you are struggling with trolls, that can be a big, big issue on Twitch. Even for new streamers, the trolls tend to come in your stream and go, only 3 viewers? Terrible, and then just leave or whatever. Or if you're someone that's starting to get a bit more views, you get people that come in and start trying to trigger you or start trying to say bad words or bad phrases or make you say them. They do whatever they can to try and basically get you banned or just basically get a laugh. Firstly, never react to them. Just don't react to them. I would even say don't read out their message. Don't give them any satisfaction that they even know they exist. But yes, get yourself some decent mods. Get a few friends that you trust, people that you know are going to be there for you. Give them mods, tell them what the rules are, and get them to actively mod for you, and it will make a whole host of difference. If you don't have any friends, I know it sounds really harsh, but if you don't have any friends or anyone that you know that is regularly going to be a mod for you, then when you start to get regular people come in your stream, get one of your viewers to be a mod. There's nothing wrong with trusting someone to be a mod that has been around for a while. In fact, the majority of my mods are people that I've never met in real person, but I trust them because of how often they've been in my stream. I want to be careful as well on the kind of the flip side of things to mention about becoming overexcited. Sometimes when you're streaming, you can find that you get you might have 1 or 2 streams that you get loads of viewers, maybe double what you normally get. Maybe you've got loads of subs or loads of new follows, and you can easily fall into a bit of a Cloud9 situation of, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is the streamer life. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it's great, that feeling. I've been there before where you finish stream and you just feel giddy of how good was that. But be careful not to ride that high. Sorry, I should phrase that differently. Try not to then let that burn you out. I've seen people, and I've done it myself, where you have one really good stream, so you think, right, I'm going places, this is going great. So you start to stream more and more and more, because you're thinking, hey, let's snowball. But then what happens is you end up getting so tired, or you have one bad stream that doesn't go as well as the others, and you then find yourself actually collapsing into a much bigger pit of bad mood, because you're expecting this real high but now getting a real low. So this kind of comes on to my final point that I'll kind of finish on is, no matter any of these problems that you come across whilst being a content creator or a Twitch streamer, is always expect the worst but be pleased by the best. Yeah, go into every single stream expecting not a bad stream. I don't like to. Every stream is a good stream if you make it a good stream. But I'm trying to make a point here of, expect less viewers than normal, expect less follows, expect less engagement. Yeah, remember, streaming is about you playing games and enjoying playing them. It's not about, you know, how many viewers you get. Expect the worst and be pleased when you do get occasionally a stream where you do get lots of viewers, you do get the odd follow here and there extra than you normally would do. And, you know, be happy with that stream, but keep reminding yourself that that might not necessarily happen every time. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little video. For those that are Twitch streamers or content creators, hopefully it's been a little bit helpful. Maybe it's given you, you know, maybe you've been feeling one of these things recently and giving you some advice might help. If you are someone that just generally is interested, hopefully it's been something, opened your eye a little bit into what streamers and content creators can sometimes go through. I'll finish off here, guys. If you've watched this much of the video, then I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching the whole video. I really just want to say a massive thank you for all the continued support for you guys on the YouTube channel and also for those over on Twitch. You guys mean so much to me. I hope you guys have a fantastic Tuesday evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. If you're not watching this on Tuesday the 17th of November, then happy whatever day it is for you. Guys, all my links are below under the channel if you want to catch me live on Twitch or if you want to see any of my merch and stuff like that. In the meantime, have a great day. I've been Fowl Gaming. Thank you very much. Stay wholesome. Bye-bye.